Hi, Jeff Burke here, the Broadband Forum. I'm here with Barbara Stark, who's a Project Stream Manager for two very important projects here at the Broadband Forum right now. Both our OB MAP projects and our USP projects. Why don't we start with USP, Barbara? Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what USP is and where you think it's going.
So USP is our vision for the evolution of the TR69 protocol. Of course, TR69 has been tremendously successful and valuable to ISPs all around the world. But as it evolves, well, as we go forward, we really need to get some things just a little bit better. There's been a strong need for persistent connections, for support for IoT devices, ability to support pub-sub protocols such as STOMP or MQTT. And these have all been built into USP. But to make sure that it's an evolution as opposed to a revolution, we've maintained the same data model that is used for TR69, which allows the evolution to be much more, well, you keep the same data model, and that really makes it a lot easier.
I know that we've seen a lot of momentum around USP here. In fact, I think we had Amazon speaking at a plenary this morning that are actually taking a close look at it and where they may be going with some of their voice services. What sort of momentum do you see behind USP right now? And what things will you be tackling in this meeting and upcoming meetings?
Well, one thing that we've specifically seen is that there really is demand for writing USP over the MQTT protocol, which allows for the pub-sub type model. A number of ISPs have already deployed MQTT servers for other reasons, and they really like it, and they really want it. And so we are, at this meeting, we've introduced it, and we're going to be going forward with it. And it really is coming from specific demand from the ISP community, which I'm really excited that we have such excitement from the ISP community that they're really asking for these specific types of things.
And I understand we're really on track to start doing some plug fests and things coming up maybe this spring sometime?
Well, we've already had 2 successful plug fests in 2018, and we do intend to go forward with that success in 2019. I believe they've already scheduled one for April of 2019, and we intend to be producing the test specification for compliance testing hopefully next year as well.
So a lot of accelerated activity, it sounds like, in this area. Let's switch streams a little bit here. You're also the stream leader on the OB MAP project. Maybe you can explain to us, the OB is open broadband. What's the MAP part of it?
So the MAP part is multi-access point. And the Purple Foundation came to us this past 2018 and said that they really liked the OpenStack 1905.1 open source code that was published by Broadband Forum, and they wanted to use it to do an implementation of the Wi-Fi Alliance multi-access point specification, which Wi-Fi Alliance has branded Easy Mesh. And so Purple Foundation is currently working on a Purple Mesh implementation of the Wi-Fi Alliance specifications, and Broadband Forum, together with Purple Foundation, will be working to write specifications, requirements for some service provider specific enhancements to build on top of that multi-access point in order to make it especially suitable and useful for ISPs. And hopefully we will also have some open source implementation built on top of the Purple Mesh.
So obviously a very hot topic in the industry overall right now. What are the next steps you see in that in terms of Broadband Forum activity over the course of this meeting and the following?
Well, specifically, we're working on support for the TR69, TR369 USP, the TR181 data model. I know that's a lot of TRs and numbers, but specifically those data models, we need to incorporate the ability to manage the Wi-Fi Alliance multi-access point capabilities using those. In addition, there have been some other proposed enhancements and requirements. And so what we're working on is documenting the architecture that we'll be working on, creating the requirements, any 1905.1 TLVs that might be needed, and then hopefully also getting some open source contributions against the purple mesh.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that these are both hot areas. What, from your perspective, I know that you're really intimate with regard to, of course, AT&T's interest, but the overall industry as well. What is driving interest both in USP and the OB MAP projects?
Well, let's start with the OB MAP project. What's driving interest is everybody wants whole home Wi-Fi. They don't want a single corner of their home anymore that does not get Wi-Fi reception. And they want it to be seamless, and they want to wander around the house without having to worry about it. And Wi-Fi Alliance, I think, has created a solution that really meets this need. And what we're trying to do is make sure that the ISPs, if they are the ones deploying the Wi-Fi Alliance solution and supplying the products going into our users' homes, that we can manage these devices and that we can fully leverage all the capabilities that the Wi-Fi Alliance has defined. And I'm really hearing ISPs love this. The ISPs, the same ones that are here in Broadband Forum, have played a strong part in pushing the Wi-Fi Alliance specifications, and so there's a whole lot of synergy going on there. With regard to USP, what I'm really seeing is the introduction of IoT and the need for having lower bandwidth, always-on connections that can simply be used just to make it the ability to manage the devices much more real-time and to get statistics and updates and real-time notifications. That's really what's driving the adoption of USP, and we're already seeing some adoption going on this year.
That's great progress on both fronts. What do you see as the next hot items in the industry? What are where's the industry going, both in these projects and others that are catching your eye?
Well, some other things that I'm working on and really interested in are around the Wi-Fi performance. And what we see here in Broadband Forum is we've got some specific projects going on around Wi-Fi performance testing, but also ensuring that Wi-Fi procurements, that is the devices ISPs are buying, are able to meet the ISP's requirements to deliver video over Wi-Fi at a really high quality. And that, I think, is some excellent work that's going on here. But in addition to video and Wi-Fi in general, Broadband Forum also has some really exciting work around, well, I know not everybody may find it exciting, but the end results are going to be exciting, to be able to test application performance over the broadband connection and understand how to test applications so that you can understand what the quality of experience is going to be and maybe how to tweak the various parameters of the broadband connection in order to really deliver on the quality of experience that users are wanting. And while testing is not an exciting topic, that quality of experience, when it delivers, that's exciting.
I know I'm excited when I have a quality experience over broadband in my home. I wanted to just ask, it sounds like you're actively kind of pulling and recruiting folks to get involved with these projects. Is there types of contributors or skill sets that you're actually looking for to bring into these projects going forward?
Well, I mean, the OB MAP I've been really impressed with all sorts of companies that have come. There's really strong excitement around this from all across the ISPs, the companies who provide ISPs, the ones who supply the management interfaces and servers, to the IoT devices that have Wi-Fi interfaces and are providing the various Wi-Fi extension devices. So that's just really exciting all across the board. In USP, we really do find that it's a lot of the core set of people who are contributing, and if anybody wants to participate, it's hard to figure out who the right person is, but there's certainly opportunity for detailed, people who want to get into the nitty-gritty details of these protocols and help us design them. There is that opportunity, but I have no doubt that even though it's a small community doing the design, what we're seeing is that there's a lot of excitement out there about people who want to deploy this.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for catching us up. A lot of exciting work going on across the board in the areas you're involved with.
Well, thanks a lot for this opportunity, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for the update, Barbara. All right, signing off from Glasgow. Thank you.